I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of thumbs down on this video, but that's okay.
Hey guys, thanks for being here. I'm Christina and I'm a reseller. Here on this channel, I do a lot of thrifting. I find new homes for old things that have been left behind. And most importantly, I do a lot of laughing. You can follow along in my journey on Instagram at little.black.hanger, and you can shop all my amazing finds on Poshmark at Little Black Hanger without the vowels.
Hey, what's up you guys? I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm coming to you from the past. I'm the ghost of Christmas past. It's Tuesday for me, and it's nighttime. There's no sun outside. I have artificial lighting, so if I look like crap, that's why. I mean, that's why. It's the lighting. It's not my face. Today, I am coming to you with a maybe controversial video, maybe funny video, maybe I might get some hate comments, and that's fine video. We are all allowed to have our opinions, we have our own journeys, we have our own experiences. Yours may be different than mine, and that's okay. But today I want to talk about the reality of reselling, and someone messaged me on Instagram and recommended this video. I will put her name on the screen because for the life of me I cannot remember who it is. I'm so sorry, I'm bad with names. I apologize. I thought it would be fun to do this video. My roommate has gone and I am here alone at night. Wow, what an experience. I'm just here on a Tuesday night talking to myself in my living room with lights. Great. Grab your wine, grab your coffee if it's the morning time, or wine. There's no judgment. I have both wine and water. Which one's which? We'll never tell. No, we need a hydration to wine ratio. Do you see this ratio? That's the kind of ratio I need in my life. We're going to just have a fun time. It's all lighthearted fun, but also kind of serious, because I think people who see resellers on the internet and see like what we do as a living, they think to themselves, that's easy, like that could be fun, and they get into it, but they don't know the real tea. They don't understand all the work that goes into it. So I'm here to spill the tea and just let you know what it's all about. I'm here to be honest with you. If you're a new reseller, I'm not here to scare you in any way whatsoever. I just want you to know what you're getting yourself into. I also do want to make a disclaimer that this is a super, super fun job, and it's so rewarding, and it's awesome to do something on a creative level professionally that you're super, super excited about, and you get to wake up every day and do something that you love every day. And yes, it is super fun, but it's also a lot of work. So that is what I am here to explain. So I've written down 10 things. I'm sure there's more. You guys feel free to let me know down in the comments what your experience is, what your reality is. I would love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions, as long as they're kind and not mean towards anyone. I don't want to see any hate comments. All right, let's get started. Number one, it never stops. I can't tell you the amount of times that my family, my friends have looked at my phone and said, oh my God, are you a celebrity? What is happening? Why do you have so many notifications? The notifications never stop, especially if you are a reseller on Poshmark. They never stop. There's sharing, there's following, there's liking, there's offers and sales and comments and oh my. It can be overwhelming at times. It never stops. Oh, I do want to say I have lost a nail. I'm aware. You don't have to tell me. Okay. It never stops. There's constantly questions, and like I said, it's always going. It's always going. And unless you choose to turn it off, I personally like to take weekends off for the most part to spend with my fiance Joe, because he works out of town during the week and I don't get to see him during the week. So those 2 days are the only days that I get to see him. So I choose personally to just turn off Poshmark notifications and not deal with reselling. But unless you take that step, it never stops. It's like you're working 24/7, and you have to create times for yourself. You have to take time for yourself. That is something that I struggled with in the beginning. I worked 24/7. I hardly slept at all the first year I started reselling, and I was just obsessed. You have to take time for you. Do not forget that. Please do not forget that. It is so, so, so important. Number 2 is you can't make everyone happy. In the beginning, I used to get so upset whenever someone would leave a bad review. Not a bad review, but like a negative review. They would say, something negative about their experience, and I used to get so personally offended. And honestly, 9 times out of 10, it's not anything you did. Maybe they're just hard to please. Now, yes, sometimes you miss things, you're human, but a lot of times people can be petty and they're hurtful and they don't mean to be. You can't make everyone happy. If somebody gives you a 4-star review, reach out to them and say, I noticed that you gave me a 4-star review. What can I do to make customers' experiences better in the future? And if they don't respond, just let it go. Let it go. Or don't even reach out to them if that's your style. You do whatever you want, but you have to learn to let things go, and you have to learn that you're not going to be able to make everyone happy. Some people are just miserable, and that's okay. Let them be miserable, but don't let them make you miserable. Number 3 is you're going to make bad buys. There were things in the beginning that I thought were going to sell immediately, and guess what? They sat in my closet for a year and a half. I got sick of relisting them. I got sick of looking at them, and I either sold them for the price that I paid for them, or I ended up redonating them and taking a loss on the item. It's gonna happen, and don't beat yourself up about it. That's how you learn. There is not one reseller out there who hasn't bought something that they thought was going to be a good investment, and it ended up not selling at all. So don't beat yourself up about it. And that leads me into number 4, which is you are going to miss flaws. We all know that the lighting in Goodwill, the lighting in most thrift stores is absolute trash. And as much as we try to get near natural light, to like the nearest window to find any flaw that we can, sometimes you just miss a flaw. Sometimes even after you photographed it, you miss a flaw. And it's gonna happen. There's gonna be stains that you don't see, and it's okay. If you realize it, once you're photographing it, try to get it out. If you don't, just disclose it in your listing. If heaven forbid it makes it to your customer without you realizing that it happened, then just take it for what it is and move on. Don't dwell on the little things. Number 5 is kind of a silly one, so I'm gonna take a sip of wine. Cheers. You are gonna wanna quit at least 5 times a month. I'm dead serious. I cannot tell you how many times sales have been slow, people are just being nasty and rude, or, it's just like things are just not going my way. Like the sun will not cooperate. I can't get good photos. I'm just exhausted. I'm burnt out, and I just want to quit. I want to give up. I want to sometimes it enters my mind that maybe I would want to go back to a 9-to-5 job. And then I think about the 9-to-5 job that I used to have, and it like kicks me out of it. I'm like, okay, I was kidding. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for ever doubting the reselling business. It's hard, and I know you guys, everybody struggles with it. There is not one reseller out there who has not thought to themselves, maybe this isn't right for me. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. We all have doubts, and we all have those days where we just want to give up, and it's just easier to give up, but hang in there. Hang in there. It'll be okay. And if you need to take a day off, take a day off. Take a day off. If you want to sit in your pajamas, drink wine, and watch romantic comedies, then you do that. Do it. Do it for you. Whatever makes you happy, do that. Refresh, reset, and then come back to it. Number 6 is you are your worst enemy. So now that you have this reselling job, especially when you start full time, you will quickly realize that you don't have a boss, you don't have someone telling you to come into a job every day or to do your job every day. You are that person, and you have to self-motivate. And that, I think, is the biggest killer in this business. I can't tell you how many times I've hit the snooze button and said, you know what, I can sleep for a couple more hours. It's 8 o'clock. I'll sleep till 10. Who cares? I'm the boss. It can be very, very hard, especially if you have depression, anxiety, you know, just something weighing heavy on you that makes you not want to get out of bed. You're not going to get it right every day. There's going to be days where you're going to struggle so hard to get out of bed, and you have to find your own outlet, your own means of inspiration. Find something that inspires you. And you know what? Don't be hard on yourself if you don't get out of bed. If you take one day and you sleep till 10, you sleep till 11, you sleep till 12. We've all done it. Don't act like you haven't. Don't be hard on yourself, but do better next time. Use that as a motivator to kick your ass into gear. That's all I have to say about that. I'm going on a tangent. I need some water. And going further into that point, you are your worst enemy when it comes to beating yourself up. Nobody is criticizing you as much as you are criticizing you. There's going to be times where you go on Instagram and you see these girl bosses and they've got their stacks on stacks going out on Monday shipment from their weekend sales, and you're sitting there with your 3 packages or no packages, and you're thinking to yourself, what am I doing wrong? You're not doing anything wrong. You are on your own journey. They are on their own journey. Number 7, it's hard work. It's work. So many people get into this industry and they think, oh, I'm gonna get to go shopping every day. It's gonna be so fun. And it is fun. I don't want to act like it. That sounded so mean. I don't want to act like it's not fun. It is fun. I get to go to a thrift store every day. I get to dig through people's garbage. Who doesn't like to do that? But it is work. It's not just, and when I tell people, I feel like when I tell outside people what I do for a living, they're like, oh, so you get to shop for a living. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, that's part of it, but that's like 10% of it. There's also photographing, measuring, listing, answering everyone's questions, inspecting every item to the thread to make sure that nothing is wrong with it so nobody can return it. It's a lot. You have to steam things, you have to wash things, you have to get stains out. If you find a hole and you want to save that item, you have to mend it. I spend hours in the thrift store. Hours. Like, I can't tell you how many hours of my life have been spent in a thrift store. We starve ourselves, our hips hurt, my feet hurt, my back hurts. Like, it's hard work. And those of you who source at the bins as your primary source, God freaking bless you. Because those people spend hours and hours in a big warehouse room with bins full of clothes. They're fighting for their lives against other people who are throwing shoes and handbags and dirty underwear at them. It's a mess, and it's hard ass work. It's rewarding though. Was that convincing? I just don't want new resellers to get the wrong idea. I don't want them to see these picture perfect lives on Instagram and think, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go to a thrift store, I'm gonna find all these amazing brands and I'm gonna sell them on Poshmark for $100 a piece and I'm gonna make so much money and it's gonna be great. Ding. That was my fairy. Ding. It's just, I don't want people to get the wrong idea. Because it is hard work, and it's not for the weak. I digress. Let's move on to number 8. It takes time to build your business. As I was saying, my journey is not comparable to somebody else's journey. Stop comparing yourself to people who've been doing this for 10 plus years, 5 plus years. You're not gonna figure everything out in a week. Comparing is a huge killer of motivation, of inspiration, and success. Don't compare yourself to me either. Like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just sharing my journey on the internet. I'm a mess. I don't even know why you guys watch my videos. Moving on. That leads me into my next point, which is number 9. It's okay to take advice from veterans, from people who have been doing this for a long time, from people like myself who make videos just to show you guys their everyday life and what they're going through at the moment. But at the end of the day, it's your business and you have to do what's best for you. For example, just because a brand sells well for one reseller doesn't mean it's going to sell well for you. And don't beat yourself up if you can't sell a specific brand. I've said this before, my friend Lynn can sell J. Crew out the wazoo. She sells it like freaking hotcakes. I can't sell J. Crew to save my life. I literally have to pay people to take my J. Crew. So that's just, that's me. And I have a different way of running things. I have been accused of selling things for too cheap. I sell a lot of vintage. Not a lot of people sell vintage. A lot of people are very brand oriented, and I'm not super brand oriented. I do like to have brands in my closet to drive traffic, but my specific business model is I sell things that I like and I think other people will like, and that's it. And I enjoy what I do. If I'm not enjoying it, then I'm not going to do it. That's just how I am. And some people are different. Some people can sell anything. They could sell a dirty sock and be happy about it. And I'm just not that type of person. So I do what's right for me, and that may not be okay for you. And that's okay. It's fine. And it's okay to take pointers from people. It's totally fine. There are plenty of people in this industry who I watch their videos, I take notes on what they do, and then I apply it in the best way possible to my business. You don't have to do verbatim what they say. You don't even have to do what they say at all. You have free will. The good Lord gave you free will, so use it. My cheeks are very rosy. Can you tell I'm very passionate about this? I'm also sweating because this light is like being in an incubator and it's not exciting for me. I can tell you that right now. I think I'm gonna get a sunburn. Oh, Lord. Number 10 is reselling is an investment. You know that saying you have to have money to make money? Well, it's true. You have to have money to make money. Obviously, you have to have some money to put into reselling, to start reselling. But you also have to have time and energy, and you have to put in some effort. You have to put in the effort. It's not just going to happen. Things are not just going to fall in your lap. They're not going to be handed to you on a silver platter. You have to go out and you have to grab it by the cojones, and you have to do it. You have to be willing to invest whatever money you can into starting this business. You have to be willing to sacrifice some time, especially in the beginning. It takes a lot of time and a lot of effort in the beginning to get yourself off the ground and running. And you have to be willing to put in the work. There is a bounty of information on the internet for you. There are so many people like myself that make videos every week for you guys to learn from, for you guys to grow from. You have to use those for your advantage. You have to make a way for yourself because nobody else is going to do it for you. You have to do the work. I'm trying not to sound like a meanie. I feel like there's so many people who get into this business and they think that it's just gonna happen for them. Oh, it's just gonna fall in my lap one day. I'm just gonna make 6 figures overnight, and that's not how it works. You have to be dedicated. You have to motivate yourself every day. Your dreams are not gonna build themselves, and nobody's gonna hold your hand, basically. And I'm not saying that to sound mean, but it's just how it is. Nobody's gonna hold your hand. There are people in this community who are more than happy to answer any questions that you have and try to help guide you along the way. But at the end of the day, they can't do the work for you. You're gonna have to do the work for yourself. I can sit here and tell you what to do over and over 2 times a week. That's not gonna build your business. You have to build your business. So it's an investment. It's an investment of not only physically, of money. Yes, it takes money to make money. But it's also an investment of your time, of your willpower, of your effort, your dedication, and you have to stay motivated. That's it. That's a harsh reality. I feel like I need a nap after that. I'm exhausted. Woo! That was a doozy. If you stayed to the end, you're a trooper. God bless you. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments below what your reseller struggle is, what your reseller reality is. I love hearing that. I love when people are real and honest and open about their feelings and what's going on in their lives. So let me know down in the comments below. Also, just a healthy reminder, please be kind. Do not attack anyone in the comments below. Don't be mean to anyone. Please don't be mean to me. I can handle it, but I'd rather not handle it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure and give it a thumbs up on your way out. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join our family. We would love to have you. I put new videos out every Tuesday and Friday, and I will see you guys on Friday. Cheers!